Welcome back to Drama Rex. As 2024 comes to an end, 2025 begins with brand new Korean dramas and Korean drama sequels. Today, we'll look at which Korean dramas will be available on Netflix. When the Star Gossip. Gong Ryong, a doctor who is staying at a space station as a tourist, is secretly the son of the wealthiest conglomerate in Korea, where he meets Commander Eve Kim, a strict perfectionist on her first mission. Soon sparks fly and the pair begin to fall in love. Yun Seun transfers to Eunjang High School and makes friends with Park Hoo-min, Seo Juntae, and Go Hyun-tak. But Yun Seun must now face an even bigger and more violent group called Alliance. Members of the notorious group include Na Baek-jin and Jeom Sung-jae. Season 3 of Squid Game will be released sometime in 2025. Revelations. Minchon, the pastor of a church in a small provincial town, becomes consumed by his quest for retribution when a divine revelation convinces him that Yang-rae, a man visiting his church, is the culprit who abducted his son. Unwavering in his belief, Minchon flirts between his faith and cruelty. Meanwhile, Detective Yun-hee is on the heels of Yang-rae, a suspect in her missing persons case. However, she is haunted by the death of her sister, who died after a heinous crime. Ima. After a dispute with the production studio, Jong Hui-ran, hailed as the best actress of her generation, is replaced in the production of Madame Ima by newcomer and former nightclub dancer Shin Joo-ae. Trauma Code, Heroes on Call. Baek Kong-hyuk is a genius trauma surgeon who has performed surgeries in conflict zones worldwide. He is confident in his abilities and has a bulldozer-like personality when he thinks he is doing the right thing. He begins to work at a university hospital and leads the severe trauma team there. The severe trauma team is a double-edged sword for the university hospital. This is because as the severe trauma team saves more patients, the hospital goes further in the red financially. Karma. Disparate lives intertwine under the ominous shadow of an unbreakable fate. The story revolves around a witness to an accident, a physician traumatized by nightmares, a man whose world was upended by an unexpected event, and another man drowning in private loans. Each one is bound by the inescapable ties of a terrible destiny, weaving a gripping crime thriller following those trapped by ill-fated entanglements. All the love you wish for. Genie is a spirit that comes out of the lamp. He is full of emotional excess and goes back and forth between different emotions. Jie Young is someone who lacks emotion. She happens to call Genie out of his lamp and is granted 3 wishes to make. As You Stood By. 2 childhood hands, one the victim of domestic abuse at the hands of her violent husband, are driven to the brink, resulting in the murder of the husband and burying his body. Are better days ahead? Or will their crime catch up with them? Can this love be translated? Joo Ho-jin, a talented multilingual interpreter, finds himself thrust into the role of personal interpreter for the renowned actress Cha Moo-hee. Despite their differing views on love, their interactions brim with comedic misunderstandings. Yet, as they spend more time together, their rapport deepens, paving the way for delightful conversations and moments of mutual understanding. Cast Hero. Ordinary working man Kong Sang-woong is anything but thanks to his superhuman strength. However, his strength is dictated purely by the cash in his possession, so the richer Sang-woong is, the stronger he becomes. When lawyer Byun-ho discovers Sang-woon's power, he suggests they team up to save the world and are joined by Bang Eun-mi, whose telekinetic power is dictated by the number of calories she eats. Hong Rang. In the late Joseon dynasty, Hong Rang, the son of a wealthy art trading family, returns after abruptly disappearing over a decade ago as a child. His half-sister, Jae, is suspicious of his return and attempts to solve the mystery of Hong Rang's disappearance. Mantis. Mantis, an ace assassin and a former colleague of Gil Bok-soon, returns to a collapsed order-hired killer industry after his vacation. Upon re-entering this anarchic world, Mantis encounters Jae, his fellow trainee and rival, and Dokgo, a retired legendary killer, and realizes they are all vying for the top spot among the killers. Mercy for None. Jaijin is the strongest fighter of the criminal underworld and ended the power struggle between the warring gangs of Seoul. But when Jaijin's brother, Giseok, rises in the ranks of an enemy gang, he leaves his life behind to avoid a confrontation with his brother. 15 years later, Giseok is murdered just days before his retirement. Jaijin returns on a one-man mission of vengeance as he seeks those responsible for the death of his brother. The Price of Confession. art teacher On Yoon-soo's peaceful dreams are shattered when an unexpected incident upends her life. Despite the hurdles, her resolve is strong. Mo-eun is a mysterious woman whose identity is unknown. Due to her antisocial tendencies, everyone fears her, but she reaches a hand out to Yoon-soo, opening up a new world. Trigger. Thanks to strict gun laws in South Korea, there are almost zero crimes involving firearms. But when illegal firearms begin to make their way into the country, suddenly the number of incidents rises, which leads Detective Lee Do, a former sniper in the military, to chase Moon Baek, a meticulous underground arms broker. Two women. Ri Eun-young and Cheon Sang-yeon have been friends and rivals since elementary school. But after graduating high school, the pair have been terrible at keeping in contact with each other. Now in their 40s, Sang-yeon, a successful movie producer, appears before Eun-young, a drama series writer, and reveals her cancer diagnosis to her oldest friend. Together, they battle Sang-yeon's cancer as the pair reflect on their lives, friendships, and the impact they've had on each other's lives. When life gives you tangerines. Ae-soon is a nervous but rebellious person who dreams of becoming a poet. Meanwhile, Kwon-shik, whose knowledge of romance is lacking but loves Ae-soon deeply, and tries his utmost to support her. Which of these upcoming Korean dramas on Netflix are you most excited about? Leave it in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like it, subscribe if you're new, and click the bell icon to stay up to date on the latest Korean drama recommendations.